Welcome to Keeper of Secrets Tarot. I am Gypsy Girl, here to give you another monthly reading for Aquarius for the month of December 2023. Thank you for your likes, your subscribes, your shares. I thank you, Spirit, for protecting the collective and keeping us safe. I thank you for protecting me and keeping me safe. Here we have the Four of Pentacles with the Ten of Pentacles. So that in itself is a healing of secrets and legacy and wanting to share, being open, or starting to be open. Someone wants to open up and share what they have. There's secrets involved that they want to tell, or secrets about what they've lived and what the legacy, that sense of family, secrets in the family. People want to open up. This is where this is headed. People want to open up and share, and that's a good thing. Yeah? It's the end of the month is coming up, where for all different reasons, if you're following with the holiday season, people are starting to appreciate being able to share with family, having family to share with. And others are just wanting to get that sense of belonging. They're feeling it, that they want to belong. They want to come back with, or they want to make amends to, or they want to talk to people, certain people who have closed off, or they have closed off. They're feeling the need to want to reach out to those people. Take it as it resonates. This is going into relationships of all kinds, whether it's work or personal, family, love. It's that time of year. It's winding down toward the end, going over everything that we've lived and experienced throughout the year. I feel like I need to shuffle again, though I'm cutting just one more. Thank you, Spirit, for protecting and keeping us safe. And when I was cleaning the deck, I did see that Two of Pentacles, trying to bring in the balance, or wanting to bring in the balance, or going out of balance. But again, with the Four of Pentacles, it's building up to opening up. So someone wants to bring in the balance with others. And that's good. It's very positive. I was feeling that energy when I was shuffling the deck. Again, the spread hasn't changed. It's still, the first line is for the Aquarius. Or if you're not an Aquarius, well, you're cross-watching, you can place yourself in the first line as the viewer, because the second line is relating to the relationship with another person or other people. And people you may know, people you don't know. And of course, the third line is the outcome of the reading. Now, I just want to take a quick look and see if my plan worked, because I've changed. Oh, that looks so much better. I think we have a winner, Aquarius. You happen to be it. Bottom of the deck, we have Judgment Call. It's an ending. It's a second chance. This is what someone wants. The deck cracked open on our Prince of Pentacles. This is amazing. The Knight of Pentacles. This is amazing because he has been coming up in practically all of the readings that I've done so far, and I still have the water signs to do after I do this. And today is the 18th. No, today's the 19th. Today is the 19th of December. And again, this Knight has come up in every reading I've done for all signs thus far, along with the second chance. So we're looking at a rhythm going here where we want to reconcile, because that's the first card I'm seeing the way I'm sitting here. We all want to, we seem to want a reconciliation within all of our signs. And again, this is all relationship, whether it's work or romance, as we like to say. The relationships that are meaningful for you, those are the ones that you're feeling that draw to come back to. You want to have a second chance with. Or some of us want to put off and end But that ending is going to be a while before it does actually end. Because this knight, he's working on details and he's deciphering and discerning. And the way that the deck is broken so evenly, it's clear that the details are being looked into. And we have, oh, even better, we have our Seven of Wands. So our knight here is paying attention to his integrity. And I'm referring to a he. It does not mean it is only for males. And this is for females as well. It is your yin and yang energy, and this is the yang energy as a masculine. So it is taking on that control. Again, it is relating to ego. We have the deliberation going on here with deciphering and discerning, and even a sense of denial for some. Not sure if they are stepping into integrity or if they will be seen as stepping into the integrity and be given a second chance. This is what our knight is going through here. He wants to reach his kingship. He wants to come back to being that king, that responsible king of pentacles. Or it is just a question of how long it's going to take for some, because it doesn't mean it's only earth signs that are related to the pentacles. It is time as well, being that it is a connection with Saturn. Now we have the high priestess, sorry, the Empress, our number 3. She is open to sorry, my words are eluding me. The intuition. It's a double whammy with the intuition here, because she's using the intuition, or he is using his intuition, depending on how you place yourself. If you are the one that is trying to get a second chance, then you are opening up and seeing and making that decision, taking your time to make the decision, not just flying off the handle as the air signs are known to do, where you just jump, you just say, okay, I'm gonna go with this idea. No, you're working it through. You've earned enough. You've earned enough. And when I say earned, it does relate to the pentacles, because it is where you've worked hard and you've acquired enough where you are settled in with your own existence. You're happy alone. You've been living alone, or you've been on your own, and now you want to open up and share. You want to find you're instinctively wanting to be in a relationship with someone else, and you may already have pegged someone, and you're trying to get that hold, that security with them. But you know that you have to go slowly, because that is what is required. Now the deck is just cracking open again. We have the King of Cups with this Knight of Pentacles. So this is where the courage to move slowly and take your time to get to that second chance. And the cracking of the deck again, you're mulling it over, you're going over. This is an air sign quality here, to be thinking things through, thinking it over and over and over and over, and going over what has taken place. Wow, there's a lot of messages there. So we'll just jump into the read here and see. First line again is the viewer. So we have the first card showing up as the 8 of Wands, where there's a sense of wanting to take action, but you know you have to go slowly. So you're sort of building up that momentum, again referring back to the air element reading, where it is a question of the time that has to pass, because we had that moon come in, and I remember saying that it was to deal with whether it is because of the moon coming in through the new moon, where it may take as long as the next new moon to actually trigger you to make the step, because here you're building up, and you have that the passion is building up and wanting to move forward, wanting to go into have things come to fruition. You see, everything that you've invested in, you now want to to get that compensation in. You want to get back what you've put in. This is why this is calling out as I want a second chance. I want to come back, because you want to go back to what you've had, what you've put in. And again, too, it's being patient, having that momentum build up, but you're doing it with patience. You're giving the time that is required, because that's where it's reflecting with the moon, because it was in the first line, to take that leap of faith. You see, it is a question of, and this is not even you wanting to, this is Spirit saying that it is going to happen, because you're being built up, you're being prepared, you're doing the prep work, you've done the prep work, you're doing more now, you're taking advantage of what you've done in order to make take on that new adventure. So if it is that you've decided that you want to get a second chance, or you want to give a second chance, and you want to have a new adventure with the person that you are thinking about, that you want to come back with, because of a healing process that you know will happen, because this is faith on both accounts. This is having the faith, and this is allowing Spirit. This is patience, and this is patience. So it is acquiring I shouldn't say acquiring, but it is exercising the ability to be patient is what you're doing. And that comes from the experiences that you've built up and have gone through, where you know you need to take your time, where you know how to deal with the person. See, you know so much, you know enough that you want to take the time. And then it comes into the manifestation here. That's building up the momentum to manifest and have that positive ending where it comes into marriage. Taking that leap of faith for reconciliation to come to marriage. To have that stability, going in with the faith, that step, that I'm going to take that step because I know enough, I've done enough, I want to do more. You see that I know that I'm able to, that confidence, to have the stability because you know that it's there, to have the outcome being a marriage that is for love, because that's what she is. She's all about being open to love and having that mutual the ability to have that mutual give and take, because you both want the same thing, a marriage built on love. Oh, that's just that side. Let's see what this side is saying here. We have these three cards coming down where there is the stalemate. It's been, again, it takes on different meanings when I see different cards, the way they fall in. There's a pause here, that waiting period to pick the right moment to bring in the balance. Okay, this is where the patience is coming in, because you know that if you step over the mark or if you jump too soon, it's going to backfire and it's all going to go out of balance. And this is where the intelligence comes in and that sense of faith. You see, Spirit has got you, Spirit has got you. Spirit has your back here. And Spirit is going to nudge you when it is time and say, okay, now is the time to go. Because you have that leap of faith, wanting to take that step and make things happen so that you can have that reciprocity or pay back or get paid to get what you want. You see, you took a chance from the past, if you want. You took a chance and you want to see what you've done come in. You've done it before, you can do it again. You have taken chances where you've manifested and it has paid out. So you have the confidence in what you do, in that manifestation, to have what you want. You see, it's a question of balancing within the self, that internal dilemma we saw earlier with the 5. Now it is with the 7. You see, the 5 of Wands has gone out to the 7. So it is a question of your integrity. You stepping into your integrity is where your faith or taking that step, first off, to take the step. And then to have that, oh, well, if I can do this, I can do something else. So it's 1 step, 2 step, and I earn. I get what I deserve. I get back, or I pay out, or I give. But it's a giving with, it's a question of manifesting in order to either give or get. It is going 50-50. So this is not so much as a manipulative process. This is more of a manifestation where you know what you want. You're starting off here with the courage and the faith to make that manifestation in order to pay out. So you're doing it for the good reasons then. Okay, not just to take from someone, but to give, to have everyone involved get a portion, because this is where the intelligence is coming from, coming into this line here where we see a change in direction, where things have changed. Perspective has brought you to see that I need to do this, I need to take these steps, I need to perfect, I need to give more, I need to give up something. And that creates a change in the direction of where we're going in the next person. And this is the second line, and this, of course, it could be you. We're still on the you part, but it sort of filters in with the next person, because you have affected the next person, and that in itself has made them change the way that they manifest. You see, to have that reconciliation, because someone else here, let's say if it's not you, this is the next person, they're changing their way, they're changing their mind, they're changing how they manifest, because they're paying attention to what you have done. And they have turned and said, okay, I don't want to do it this way, I want to do it the other way, because of. You see, there's a because of is from higher levels here. This is from spirit saying, no, you need to do this. And they're following that intuition, they're following that faith, they're following what they've put in, they're following something here is being turned into something new because of someone else. Again, you are affected by someone else. They're affected by you doing or changing what you've done or given a new perspective. They're changing their minds. They're changing their direction, because in the end it comes out to stability. Celebrating that stability. Wanting to be in a third party for stability is the negative in here. Okay, if we want to look at it, but you see, because it starts off with the higher arcana, it turns the other way. It's not about, it's about turning, it's about, okay, the original plan for some, not you, this is the next person. Original plan was to manifest a third party to have stability, minus this card. But because this card comes up, that plan is now changed. So we're not going to manifest to have a third party stabilize. We want to change that. You see, this is where the manipulation turns into manifestation rather than trying to manifest a third party situation for manipulation. We're changing that. That's the first card. We're going to take cards though. Don't worry. I don't want to just keep jumping in there. But because of this change of mind, change of heart, change of direction, there is still stability at the end of the line. Okay, but it's for reconciliation here. Reconcile and have stability. That's the change that's going to take place. Let's see what else we see here. Coming in with this, you see, to bring in the balance. You see, changing and bringing in the balance. You see here, we change this, and this is the healing. This is the healing coming in here. Okay, now if we do like I like to make an X sometimes, it's like you're not seeing the X here today, so it doesn't fit. That X that I do get sometimes is not fitting here. It's coming this way, and This way, it's still showing that what you have invested in, okay, is reconciliation for love. Because we want to take that step. And it's on both sides. We want to take that step. We want to take that step. We want what we have put in to come out to equal love. Because this is what she represents, to being open. The investment proves that reconciliation with love. This is what the investment is for. Want to invest in reconciliation because of that love. All right, let's see. I'm not getting too much work here. I'm seeing more of a relationship and healing that love. Healing. Reciprocity. The work involved here is somebody wanting to take a new direction with where they work, what kind of work they do. They want to change that. They want to do something new, something they've never done. Maybe they've seen their career change. Again, everything that you've invested in. You want to manifest. You want to take a leap of faith. You want to go to a new place. Maybe a new town, new city, new state, new province, new country. Okay? Some of us want to I want to go somewhere new that I've never been. I want to do something new and make money with it. And why not? The new year is coming. Again, it is a one here to start. That intrigue, because of everything I've invested to bring in the balance in my life. I want to change my life. I want to change the direction of my life. Because of everything that I've invested in, I want to change. We will take cards for this. Don't worry. Go in there now. So we start off with this 8 of Wands. What's this 8 of Wands? Okay, for love. It is all about the love. I just want to see how this, because I'm feeling kind of crooked here. I'm going to put this on this side. Okay, so I have more room on this side here. Okay, so we have the six of cups. So again, it's all about the love. The encouragement is through love, that our memories or our experiences with love has encouraged us to build up that momentum. I want to go forward. I'm in love. I want to be in love. Take it as it resonates. Again, the king is the king King of Wands. He's ever so prominent. He's ever so evident. Passion. If it's not that you're dealing with a fire sign, or if you have strong fire in your chart, vice versa, if you are the cross watcher, if you are a fire sign, looking at this air sign reading, well, again, it is dealing with or being full of passion and that fairness, and being fair with love, and having that sacrifice, being willing to sacrifice, because we have that love here. You see the flame, that passion is everything about this fire king. Yeah? Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, you're all here, and it's a lot of I want coming from the fire signs, okay? A lot of I want to move forward. I want to take that step. I want to be. I am in love. Everything that I have invested. It's really big with the ego. But this is not representing ego. This is representing the desire. That desire, that deep-rooted, true, natural passion for life, for living, for having and gaining experiences, so that we can go further and make a difference in the lives of the next and other people around us. That is what this king is all about. It is destiny, focus, and that is why there is so much flame here, because it is a drive, feeling driven. You, Aquarius, or you, the viewer, you're feeling driven. You know that you have to put down a burden, and you have learned the lesson, and you have become responsible because you want to be in a commitment. You want a relationship. You know that you have been through. You know what you have been through. It has brought you to appreciate the love that you have experienced throughout your life, and it has brought you to that next level of wanting to explore, expand, travel, see the world, be with others, meet other people. It's justified. This is something that you have to do. You don't want to evade it, but you are appreciating it. You have accepted it. You want to do it, and the justice in that is to heal. Make an offer to your queen for love. Okay, enough. Take all the cards. I tell you, the whole reading is in the first card. It's always like that. I can't seem to see it another way. But look at all of this. This is the effort. Okay, this is the effort that we put in when we do leaps and bounds and have passion and have those passionate conversations with whomever and everybody. It is who we are. Okay, and this is a representation of the viewer. So this is you. You're very passionate. You're very much connected to love. You want to be in love. You are in love. You take it as it resonates. You know who you are. The passion is there. That fairness, that wanting to deal on a fair, equal, grounded level where you want to have that peace in your mind. You're feeling driven by it. You're feeling driven by being fair, and because of the investment that you've put in, you're aiming to heal a relationship. Okay, you're aiming to heal a lot more than a relationship. This is divine guided healing. This is being a part of healing. It's like your contribution to healing. You're feeling destined in that way to put down the burden because it comes to an end. That sense of I don't want to hurt the next person anymore. That is, you see, you don't want to be hurt. You don't want to hurt. You want to bring in the balance. Again, it is showing up as an outcome. This is where you're going to put the burden down, and you're destined. The timing is right to put the burden down. This is where you learn the lesson, and you know you have. This is where you become that generous king who is able to provide and is ready to and ready to open up and make that offer, because that is what you want. You want to be in a commitment. You want that justice served up to you. You want to have what you feel you deserve. You see, your mind, that's the manifestation going on here to be in a marriage. Again, there's a question of trust, and this is where you feel that this is the just, not that you feel, but Spirit is saying there's no trust, and that is just. All the want that you want, and the person that you want it with is just not there, or they have not responded, or they're not responding to your calls or your messages or whatever it is you're trying to get some kind of communication with, and you're not getting it. You're feeling and you knowing, because this is Spirit. Spirit is saying there's no trust, but there will be healing. There will be healing. You will heal that. The determination not to give up. You see, that's where the justice is coming in. You're not getting what you want, or you're having trouble getting what you want, but you're not going to give up. You're going to take that leap of faith. You're going to heal. You've invested enough to feel it. No, I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up. To make that offer to your matching queen, because this is someone who you really want to be with. And this is, again, destined. Justice. Where is it? Destiny here for the king and this queen are divinely guided. Now we can look at it on another level, because the Justice card is a breaker. Yeah? This is a higher corner, so it stems off into not trusting the commitment that you have with another woman, the other woman, as we like to say with our Queen of Wands here. There's no trust. You see, the justice is in that there is no trust in the commitment that you want to give to this woman, because she is moving on. She's divinely guided to walk away. See, the fact that it's behind her is that she's leaving. She's being guided to go off. And that is just for some. Again, we have, because it's not just the King of Wands here. We have the King of Pentacles too. So it is a question of changing. It's a question of change because the king would have been in a fiery, passionate, and overwhelming ego. His queen walked away from the offer. Justice came in and said the offer that you want to make, she's not going to take it. She's not going to trust it. She's going to leave. She's going to be guided to go away. But you see, that in itself is going to be healed. So again, take it as it resonates. This is a lot of cards. This is not just one for everybody. Take it as it resonates. Some of us are not going to get I should say it like that. Some of us are not going to get that queen, and some of us are going to get their queen. Simple. Some of us are going to walk away from, some of us are not going to offer. You see? Because of justice here. It's karmic. Because you may not trust that the queen that you want to make the offer to. You don't trust. If you don't trust, then she won't take the offer for some. And then for others, she doesn't trust because she's guided to leave. She's gone. She doesn't want it. Okay, for some. Again, it will be healed. Now let's take a few more cards. I don't want to complicate, but that is air for you. We're really going into details, and I'm not going to repeat it again. It's a question of listening to it again, and you filter where fits you. Let's take a look at this 7, because of the fact that the offer is in back of the queen, that changing the mind again for reconciliation. It makes sense that you've probably tried to make an offer and she walked away, or you made the offer and she didn't trust you and she walked away. Okay, again, this is all inside of, I'm not giving up. I'm determined. Even if she walked away, I want to go back and find her. That is what is to happen, because the change is here. So it could be that she has walked away from your offer, or she will walk away from your offer, but you're not giving up regardless. Okay, again, take it as it resonates. If you feel like that is your situation, then yeah, you still have a healing, you have stability, and you have love at the outcome, because it is a positive end. There is a marriage and there is reciprocity for bringing in the balance. Okay, let's see what the 7 represents for this Chariot, this king. Okay, so we have courage again, the ego. Very romantic, very romantic. Now remember, this was all changed. The devil came in and said no to this ego. You're not going to make that offer. You're going to change. You see, this is for maybe not you. This may be the next person, the partnership where they were approaching with an ego again. If it is that you walked away from the offer because you didn't trust, well, it all had to do with a big, fat, ugly ego. And for protection, Spirit said no. The devil came in and said, this offer is not happening. And it didn't happen because walking away. She was led away. She was told, no, don't go there. So it didn't happen. And this says it didn't happen because it's stopping. But then the truth is being looked into and very much, it's brilliant. This sword is reflecting the star here because of destiny. The truth is being looked into because of the ego. Because I've been preaching about ego since I don't know when. So somebody's paying attention and fixing that. Because now there is a change. Because the healing is taken on, where they have come to face their ego, where they are looking into what they have done and how it has affected the next person, the partner. If the partner is realizing their behavior and how it has affected the partnership with their manipulation that is now changing into manifestation for reconciliation instead of manipulating to have a third party. You see this? You see where it flips, huh? I'm so happy to do this reading. This is like a lesson happening here, but many lessons, not just one. There's many lessons going on in here, and the main one is to reconcile with the self in order to be able to reconcile with another. So let's take a look at the Six of Pentacles, where the reciprocity for the change, for that building up and wanting to not give up on the self and the partnership, because that's what it looks like, and they're feeling it really strong here. Somebody really wants to reconcile with their partner, or the partnership really wants to reconcile. Both sides want a reconciliation because both sides have invested. So what is this Six of Pentacles? Please, Spirit. Again, it is the Knight of Wands. That enthusiasm, that wanting to take charge and rush in. They're paying for it. You see, they realized that it was too fiery, too passionate, that the way they went with their partner or with you, or you went, because again, this is another fire sign. Eh? This is where that king stepped down into a night when he went third partying. Well, he's working on that. He's been working on it. Or working to pay. Or if it is a divorce settlement where the partner was not paying out or, fighting against it, they're now putting in the effort to pay and get and give that reciprocity. Whether it is in money or love, but this is about work that was done in the past. They have worked on and they've looked into, and now they're being rewarded for, because it's coming into the six here. So the monies, if there is financial to come, it is because of efforts and enthusiasm that was done in the past. Remember, I was talking about connection to work, and this is where it's showing, because it's all pentacles here, except for the wand, where it is that enthusiasm, that wanting, that willing drive to work, to put the effort and to do it properly, because of mind games, because of taking advantage and having had to go through someone standing over you, or being affected by someone playing mind games. You see, that is coming in. It's stepping up now and taking back, because we saw the integrity, which I think is still there. Yeah, it's this next card at the bottom of the deck. It's being that you want to, you have stepped in and said, you know what, I'm not tolerating this behavior. That is passion, That is where passion comes in. That enthusiasm for wanting to be fairly treated, or to have others being fairly treated. It's like being that advocate for the underdog, the one who's always getting stepped on. You stood up. You stood up for them, or they are standing up now, depending on how you see yourself in this scenario. But it's taken a long time, and again, it is a pentacle. So that not giving up and paying attention, crossing the T's and dotting the I's, that is what is bringing in the reciprocity, and that spark for the future to be. And again, it is bringing in with the Four of Wands and having that wish come true. Oh, I'm going to leave it there. Leave it there, because it brings it back to the second chance. A second chance at business, a second chance at making more money. Second chance is for lots of things. It's not just for love. And I love to see that we have so many pentacles showing up here, mixing in. Again, you have water, you have fire, you have earth, and we have air. There's the air. Air for the mind, thinking things through, stepping up and saying, you know what, I could fight They want to fight, I can fight too. And that enthusiasm, that passion, this is beautiful passion here when it is bridled properly, when it's set forth with the positive rather than looking to manipulate and scheme. This is beautiful passion here. And this is what I feel. I feel that for work that was done, this is effort putting in, paying attention to details. Even if you're thinking only about the details, you're going over in your mind what was fair, what was unfair, because that is what this passion is about. What is fair, what is not fair. Okay, what is right? What should I do? What shouldn't I do? And again, this is where it is a question of exercising your experience. What you've gone through has built up so you could light that passion. And here it is again, a new spark after deliberating and going through with others, even legally. But I don't see, well, yeah, the Justice card shows legal. It could be legal payouts coming back to you because of where you work and what you've done, and being recognized now for that work, because that's here where you're being recognized for the work because of that, because of standing up and taking that position of being in the right, and not just being in the right and fighting to be right. It's not that. It is about doing the right thing. Knowing that you're involved in a situation where it's unbalanced, it's not fair for one party. You're stepping now to take the time and work through what is fair and what should be done. Again, this is led by Saturn. Okay, this night, he is not going to do it wrong. He becomes the emperor. He becomes that King of Pentacles who is the emperor on a low level, on the earthly level. He is the emperor on the earthly level. Whereas the emperor is more on that guidance of spirit, where we know the rules of the game and we respect them. We don't even flinch. We just do the right thing. Whereas the King of Pentacles can falter because of our human nature, where we can falter, even in there. You know what I mean. Again, this spark, a new beginning, a new passion, something, innovation, where you have, because of this reciprocity, you'll be able to make your wish come true. And if it is for some, it is to go into marriage, you'll have enough. You'll be able to afford it. You won't be questioning, oh, they're going to take all my money. No, you'll have enough. And you're not going to get into a marriage with somebody who's going to want to take your money. No, you have that understanding here. You're fighting for the right to have a marriage where your wish will come true. The one that you want, you've always wanted to be with. Someone, that type of person, that type. That particular person where you fit, and you know you do. And you feel it. You don't even have to question it. You know you do. And you just fit with them. And that's what Spirit is bringing. Again, those surprises that we keep hearing about, you're going to be surprised. You'll be pleasantly surprised. Well, yes, it is. It is going to be a good surprise, because you're thinking you're never going to find the right fit, because you keep getting into relationships where it doesn't work. All right, so let's see what it's quite clear. Huh? It's quite clear. So let's take a look at the manifestation. What is that manifestation card? That Magician. Again, for the transparency, going over, thinking it through, wanting to have that conversation, wanting to change the mind. See, changing the direction, changing the mind, being focused on sealing the deal, getting that type of relationship, making a choice, but doing it with honesty. Now, I don't like to bring in the negative, but it is looking at me because of ego. By the light of the moon, there will be change. Okay, we're gonna leave it there because of the imbalance. You see that imbalance, that bringing in the balance? This is a consequence. Huh? This is the end result. And I want to be clear that I'm not just making stuff up. The cards say it. The change in attitude to heal and be honest. The devil put a hold on this big fat ego of the next person. Why? Okay, we're going to see why. Because they wanted to control. They don't want to change the way they think. Remember, I know I've said it in a few of the elemental readings where somebody doesn't want to change. They want to keep a third party. Okay? Well, yes, because they feel stable in that third party, because they have a hold. You see, their focus is to hold on to what they are comfy in. And what are they comfy in? Confusion for some. Okay? That honesty. Now remember, if we were to turn all these cards upside down, that King of Swords is a mean bastard, you know. A true meanie. Where lies and deceit is everything to him. But that's when it's reversed. When I see this ego showing up here, because when I say ego, oh boy, ego is connected to victory. Victory is when you want to be given all that attention. Okay, you want to be the winner. You want to be number one. You want to be on top. Your focus is nothing but starting off with telling lies and working out how you could keep telling the lies and being focused. That is like the work. The job is to keep the confusion going, having all these options, wanting to keep third parties going, because we have to remember that there are some people in this existence, they're born to that. Okay, they're born into this life of, I am a third party type. I want what I want. I have a big ego. I'm going to live my life with a big ego, and I am going to be as secretive as I can with my dealings, my comings and goings. I will be secretive and I will find ways. But guess what? It's all going to change. They are going to change. And for some, that is a big surprise, because I never thought that this person could do that. Those are the miracles that we live for. Okay? Again, it's not for everybody. You heard me say this is a wonderful being transparent, working on the truth, changing the mindset, being focused on working out the details, making that choice, having that respect for the relationship, focused on one, choosing and wanting to be, coming in with the honesty and having that victory by the moon. Again, we're looking at the next phase, which is I just consider the next phase being the full moon, not the phases of the moon, but the full moon is where, at the end of the month, is where we will see the change in the partnership. That will bring in the balance. Now let's go right to this card, because I want to take an oracle. I have to not spend hours here. So we'll see what this Two of Pentacles is all about. Again, the courage to bring down the tower and tell the truth. You see the Queen here with the King of Swords. They're going to talk. They have both invested. And that loss, that sense of loss, that regret, being honest about regrets and the loss that they felt and the sadness that they caused about not being open and having all those secrets, it's going to come out. And it is going to come out with love, because they want a new beginning. And they won't fight, because Spirit is not going to allow that. They are not going to allow it. They are going to come clean and not going to bring an argument in. And if it is that they do, it will be stopped. Because their perspective will change. Their attitude will change. Their whole demeanor on what their ego is all about. They're going to talk about that. And this is why I have to say that the person who is born into, I want to be in a third party, I'm a player, and I don't want to be a player no more. This is the real deal here. This is them changing. See? This is them changing. They were trying to set up for a third party, but now they don't want to do it anymore. They've woken up. They've woken up. Tower has come down. Truth is coming out. That sense of loss, that self-pity, okay? They've outgrown it now. The secrecy. They want to come clear and clean, and they want to be honest. They want a new beginning. Because they see where real pure passion fits and how they've come to understand, they've learned the lesson. Did I see the Hierophant somewhere? Maybe in the shuffle. Oh, Hierophant is here. They've learned the lesson, they put down the burden. You see? It is there. It is there. For those who are skeptics and who say tarot isn't real and all that nonsense, well, here it is. I can show you both sides, and I am showing you both sides. Let's take a last card for the Queen of Cups. What's that representing? The truth, clarity for a commitment, patience, moving on, expanding and growing. And by the luck of it all, by Jupiter coming in, by the wheel of fortune turning and saying, you know what? Your time is here now. Your ships are coming in. You are going off into smooth waters. You're going to heal the disappointments. See, all of that's finished. It's finished. No more running away. No more feeling I'm not worthy. No more putting people out into the cold, walking away. Running off when you don't want to face your truth and your pain and your suffering. Facing it, Aquarius. If it's not you, it is the next person. But you are helping them by being who you are, by showing up and not giving up. Because this is you. If you are looking at this, viewer, if you are not an Aquarius, this is you, both of you. Whatever sign, fire sign, water sign, whatever you are. You are not giving up on your love for this particular person that this reading is showing here. You, in not giving up, you are helping them to see their truth. Could be a Leo with the sun here. Calling out fire signs. Again, the commitment, that forgiveness, because you are able to give that forgiveness. Because both of you are going to be given that forgiveness because both of you are invested. Both of you want to heal the stability and have that love. I'm so passionate about it. Well, I am a romantic, so I love readings like this. And I congratulate you. Look toward the end of the month, my darling Aquarius. You're going to feel it. If you're not going to see it, you're going to feel it. And if it doesn't come by the end of the month, look for January. Okay, look, just be patient because it will take time. And that Knight of Pentacles. I don't want to go digging in cards now. I don't know where he is. Oh, he's right here. The Knight of Pentacles, bringing in that reciprocity because that's what it's about. The reciprocity is going to take a little while. It may take the next month, the next moon, because the moon did show up somewhere. And it is for reciprocity. So if not by the end of the month, look toward the new moon. Look toward the next full moon. Thank you, Spirit. But it is coming. It is just a matter of being patient and being open and just not giving up and just check how you feel. Like if you feel the enthusiasm the way I'm feeling it, giving you this reading, you will know. You will know it's coming. Your attitude, you need to keep the positive. Look towards the change. Aquarius, you're strong enough. You're not going to give up. And Spirit has you. Spirit has got you. Spirit has given you everything that you want because you're putting in the effort. Thank you, Spirit. We have two cards. It's just Unfinished Symphony and TikTok. It's a question of timing. Again, running out of time. It's a countdown. It's coming. You have unfinished business with somebody. You know yourselves. All right, we're cutting this deck. What is the oracle message? Here we go, between worlds. So something has to end in order for something to begin. Again, look at that. It's almost like a mirror reflection. We get the unfinished business with the TikTok. We get the between worlds and the never-ending story. Message in a bottle. Somebody's going to communicate. You're going to reach out. And Spirit is putting that in order. It's a question of don't ask when, because it is coming. When you are ready, it will come. When you start feeling that momentum picking up, that's when it's going to happen. Because that's what it is all about. All right, so because these two came out first, we're going to look at them. Unfinished symphony. We know what that means. Number 10. Again, something has to end. And it is to do with that sense of communication. Yeah? Something has to come to an end in order for something else to begin. So if it is that your player is the one that you really had invested in, then you have to give them the time for them to come out of that player mode. And they are in between, because they themselves know that they need to come out of it. And it is a question of how they finish up that way of being. If they don't do it properly, they will fall right back in. And you don't want that. So you don't want to speed up anything, or you don't want to hope for speed. You want to just stay focused, keep the momentum that you feel you have, and until you get that momentum to jump, you keep walking. Take your time, work on you. You'll be so surprised. Again, that surprise is coming. You will have one. It will be in their behavior. You'll see it. You will be surprised by the way they behave with you. So the unfinished symphony, again, because these are flying cards, I don't look back to the card before. It's the cards that I actually pulled that I look for the back, what was before. So we will just read on the unfinished symphony. Unfinished business, an incomplete lesson, lack of closure, the need to make amends. If you know that you are in a situation where someone or you walked away, well, you're going to finish that. It's going to come to an end. And again, if it is for you to leave, as I had seen in that beginning where I was going back and forth, if it is for you to leave, it is because you need to meet up with someone else. And that someone else will be your surprise. We'll look at the relationship on that, because it's all about relationship. Moving on is difficult when love lingers. Things are left unsaid, and you haven't had the opportunity for closure in your relationship and in your heart. You can still feel bound up in relationships when closure is denied you. It's important to achieve this for yourself. Write that letter, make that call, or have that conversation over a cup of coffee for peace of mind. Accept matters as they are, make amends if need be, and declare your feelings, even if only to yourself. Be clear about what was left unresolved and close the door on the past so you can set yourself free. Only then can new love blossom. So you're giving yourself that opportunity to have something new come your way, and you will heal yourself. If it is you are one that had to walk away, you don't want the offer because you don't want. You just plain don't want. Okay? Endings. Unfinished symphony. It will come. This is an ending as well as this is a second chance. And some of us need to have that ending because of the never-ending stories. That you know the person, you know their habits. I'm going to take this card next. This never-ending story. And then I'll do TikTok with the other one. Just because. So let's see. 37. Look at that. It opened right up. Here we go. Self-criticism. The wounded ego. Unnecessary drama. See, this is a person who doesn't want to change. Because some of them can fight. Even though I say, oh yeah, they're going to change because Spirit says. If you really look at this reading and say, you know what, I'm going to do the opposite. Because that's what happens. You have to admit, some people just are like that. They go, if she says that's what's going to happen, I'm going to not do it. Well, that's where they have to take more time before they come around and actually make a change in their life. So the never-ending story, we'll look at the oracle because this is a general. There is a story woven through the imperfect fabric of life that tells of hurt and loss, rejection and humiliation, self-loathing and arrogance, and all manner of suffering born of unnecessary dramas. It is the old story whose refrain is that you cannot do this, must not go there, should not say that. Let your world come crumbling down today. Know that none of this is actually true. The sky is not falling. The voice you hear is just a small, scared, conditioned part of you that got stuck in a lie, wants to protect you, and needs to be seen as a victim. Love and lost peace. Love that lost piece of you. Fear is all it knows. Distorted guidance is preventing you from being true to yourself. You are not your story. And the narrator is simply the voice of your fearful part, small and vulnerable and easily soothed. Again, this is referring to that ego. Some of us we're so stuck in how we were raised. The fear of our parents was really imprinted onto us. And this is why I say that some people are just born into this world to have that's negative, that manipulation that they need to do. They don't feel complete if they're not manipulating somebody. It's sad. It is. But that is because of our conditioning. It is a difficult struggle to change that. You see, this is where that transformation comes in. It is hidden by the moon. This is spirit working behind the scenes with that person, really trying to guide them, putting them on to, if they're looking at readings, they're going to get the type of readings that will help them. It may take a long time for some. But if not, say they don't even listen to the tarot or any kind of self-help, and they're just stuck. Eventually they will meet somebody who will bring them out of it. But it'll take long. That takes time. And depending on how many people they've gone through that they have hurt, well, justice is coming to say, no, it's enough now. Spirit is going to say, you know what? Your time is up. I'm going to send you somebody who will shake you out of that. And it will happen, and it may end up with you. You may be the one to help this person shake off that way of thinking. This is why if you are the type that is open to love, then sad to say, but those are the types that are attracted to you, because you have something that they are missing, that they know deep down inside they need to be open to love. But then they try to destroy the love that they need to be open to because they are afraid. You know that saying, we destroy the things that we don't understand, or we hurt those that love us. The more they love us, the more we want to hurt them. This is that type of person. And some of us are dealing with those types. And we have to come in to accept that we are dealing with those types. Okay? And helping them is by showing them the love and being tough on the love, taking it away even from them, so that they can wake up and realize, you know what, that's what I want. Hey, wait a second. Oh, no, I know what to do now to get that. And that's where the change will come, that surprising change. You'll be surprised at how much they've changed. Okay? It's not magical. It's a question of time. Now we're going to look at that card. The TikTok. Let's see. 30. Oh, it might fall. Okay. There it is. 30. TikTok. Timelessness. Divine timing. Immeasurable time. Again, that's all related to the moon. That change is going to come. We think time, we measure time, but there is no measure for time. What I tell you now is already the past for somebody that I say is the future for someone else. Okay, it's the okay. Let's not go there. But you understand what I mean. It is immeasurable. Again, we will take the. Actually, no, we're going to take the protection on that one simply because of the fact that we're dealing with. Some of us, if not all of us, are dealing with those types of people. So the protection here with time is, have you been feeling as if the clock is ticking and gotten a lot nervous, that your dreams are taking too long to manifest? There is nothing to fear. You will never run out of time for the important things. The miracles that are yours and yours alone can't be missed. Isn't that amazing? You're in such capable hands with guides and angels hovering in the invisible spaces, ensuring that your journey will be filled with all sorts of goodies. Let your anxiety be gently dispelled by your faith. Spirit will never deny you your highest good. All is yours in divine appropriate timing. You can relax. Of course, I did pick up a lot of nervousness with the fire signs. So if you are fire sign connected and you listen to the fire sign, then this reading here for air, the air signs, if the fire signs pick it up, well, then they'll probably get that soothing. And again, I hope to be helping some who are trapped in that mindset of they don't want to change and they don't believe in this and they don't believe in that. They will change. And I really do hope that this reading does bring that effect. So let's see between words, and we'll end it there. Number three. Now we were at if we are at number 3 now, we were at number 2. And guess what? Number 2. I know I'm laughing before the joke comes, but if you listen to the other readings, all of the fire signs have the number 2 as yin, and that is the feminine principle of receptivity. Here she is. The feminine principle of receptivity, letting someone else make the first move, gathering information and taking in cues, the art of conscious allowing. So my request here is, if you are an air sign listening to this and you know of fire signs who do listen to readings, please share with them this reading, because they all got the yin as the falling card, whereas you get the number 3, which is between worlds, and that means that you are connected in some way to fire energy. Okay, let's see, between worlds. Transitions, not being quite out of one situation and fully engaged in another. Temporary blindness, no man's land. And this one I like to say is, we're trying to get out of one relationship to jump into another one. And on that, I will take the oracle message, because again, it is for the general. Between the worlds is where you must let go of the tendency to make assumptions. Aquarius, this is food for thought. This is a time when you are unable to see what is ahead. Again, with the moon sitting right there. Cultivate curiosity and trust the process of change and growth. You are done learning the lessons of recent experiences. In this place, between what was and what will be, is a state of making and unmaking and making again. What is essential now is to admit not knowing. There is great freedom and power to be unleashed. A mystery that is not yours to understand weaves the web of life within a divine matrix of consciousness greater than your own thoughts, feelings, beliefs, desires, and decisions. The seeds that were planted in the past begin to take root, but what surfaces will probably not be what you expect. When you are between the worlds, you are invited to see with the curious eyes of a child glimpsing a rainbow for the first time. do so, and you will not be disappointed. And on that note, I thank you for showing up, for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. Until our next read, Aquarius, love and light.